and what I mean is, this kid, out of the whole cast of Twilight, was an okay actor. You know? He was meh. He was okay and pretty shamelessly eye candy for the female audience. I mean, seriously? Really? Are you even attempting to hide it at all? You know? Oh, jeez. But, you know, I can appreciate that. I can appreciate them being honest. You know, like, they basically just threw up their hands and went, you know what? The only way we're going to get a lot more teenage girls into this is if we throw in some kind of guy with a golden tan and an 8-pack. Jesus. Have you seen that guy? He spends most of his time shirtless, but I would too if I looked like this guy. I mean, holy crap. Dude probably has to beat off chicks with a freaking mace. I mean, good lord. I wish I looked like that guy. You know? That's the kind of guy who you look at and you go, that is either a surfer or an actor. Jesus. Do you think he was born with that, or do you think he worked on that tan or something? I don't know. But if he worked on it, I gotta give him props. Excellent, man. Excellent skin tone. You know, there's just something about that skin tone. Especially, it works well in women, too. You ever notice that? You ever notice that the sexiest girls have that skin tone? Just that same skin tone. I don't know what it is. You ever notice that? I don't know. But anyway, we're getting off the subject. You know, Jacob was an okay character. He was written kind of okay. I mean, yeah, he was a little angsty like the rest of the cast. Okay, in Edward's case, really freaking angsty. And Bella's really freaking whiny. But, you know, it's understandable for Jacob to be angsty. I mean, his powers revolve around anger. If he gets angered... By the way, this is just my understanding from having that 14-hour ride into misery. From my understanding, he gets angry and then he turns into a wolf. And sometimes that can lead to uncontrollableness. So basically, he's sort of the wolf equivalent of the Hulk. So I want you to... Now let me tell you another bit from the book that I'm pretty sure they left out of the movie because I'm trying my best to forget, you know. Bella goes to meet, you know, the sort of wolf coven while Edward's away. And there's this lady who's the girlfriend of the main wolf, who is not Jacob. I forget the dude's name. But the main werewolf guy had an accident. You know, he went out of control, and as a result, his girlfriend is permanently scarred for life with a claw mark down her face and across her left arm. And I could be wrong, but I think that arm doesn't work quite as well anymore. So, you know, that's something to be angsty about. You know, being a werewolf, pretty dangerous to people around you. So that's understandable that he'd be kind of, you know, like, just stay away. I don't want you to get near me. But at the same time, he was really a likable character, you know? And I can't figure out, I honestly cannot figure out why Bella, brain trust that she is, would go with Edward. Okay, let's just compare them side by side, shall we? The vampire has done what for you? He has carried you on your back and sucked out the poison, pretty much defeating what you wanted to do, which was become a vampire. Now, what has Jacob done? He has fixed up motorcycles for you. He has taken you to the movies. He's done every opportunity to be he's used every opportunity to be a nice, caring guy. He has saved your freaking life. I know Edward did too, but still. And he filled a void in your life. He did what you thought was impossible. And that's not good enough for you. Really, bitch. Really? It just... it baffles me. And now, he's a stalker. He's a creepy psycho stalker now. You know, with lines like, "You love me, but you just don't know it yet. I will make you love me." It's like, whoa, dude. Why? Why are you going after this chick? You know? There are so many other girls who aren't near as stupid, or cruel, or cold, or depressing to be around. I think most of that comes from the actress. I don't know who she is, but she wasn't right for this role. You know? I know the idea was to sort of cast an every girl. You know, someone that is really plain. But still, she doesn't look plain. She kind of looks like she's asleep. Like, she's not really there. Like, this is just some cheesy video game, and she can do whatever the heck she wants. And that kind of ticks me off. You know, she's got sort of a similar problem to Robert Pattinson. There is no life in her at all. And, you know, if you have a character who's human, you gotta give him a life. You know, vampires, that's kinda non-essential. But if the character is human, there is no excuse. And jeez, man. And, you know, I actually wouldn't have a problem with Twilight. I know that's kind of hard to believe, considering all the bitching I've been doing, but I wouldn't have that bad of an opinion of Twilight if they had just left well enough alone. What do I mean? I mean, look, I'm a Sonic fan, okay? I love Sonic. And I have a lot of friends who like Sonic. You know? Stupid as it may be, we like the blue speed demon. But we don't obsess about it. We don't let it control our lives. And we don't let it get too ridiculous. And cosplay doesn't count as ridiculous. What do I mean? Let's start with the Burger King commercials. Okay? Now, don't get me wrong, I have no problem with corporate tie-ins. Heck, one of my favorite promotions ever was when they were promoting the Pokemon movie, and we collected those little gold cards. That was so much fun. I still have those to this day. But the commercials they came up with for this movie is kind of creepy. It's... Well, first off, the first one wasn't too bad. It didn't make sense, but then nothing about Twilight makes sense. It starts off with two kids, and by the way, I'm gonna break off to a brief side tangent here. Who the heck is marketing Twilight to children?